All right, signs of histrionic personality: impulsive, demanding, highly emotional, seductive. Here are some of their tactics: speaks over others, interrupts conversations, a chronic flirt, instigates shenanigans, loves to play the victim. Let's move on to the tools. Tool number one: take steps to discontinue to comply with unreasonable demands in the unhealthy relationship with the narcissist and or cluster B personalities. Next tool: define what your definition of relationships are as you do a relationship inventory. It may become very clear to you what the snags are in the relationship with the narcissist and or cluster B personality. Last tool: build a support base for yourself. Spending time and energy on the cluster B personality and or narcissist will be emotionally stressful. Having a constructive outlet may prove to be a real game changer. The last tool is pretty self-explanatory, but I will say this: we want to spend as little time and energy as possible on the cluster B personality and the narcissist. Going right to the second tool: define what your definition of relationships are. Absolutely. Just like the definition of love varies from person to person, the definition of relationships also vary from person to person. So define your definition of relationships and do the relationship inventory. Because the cluster B personality and the narcissist that's histrionic right now in your life, think about it. Aren't you stressed even thinking about it? I mean, really, just thinking about them right now. Aren't you a little stressed? Probably so, because they know how to bring on the drama and it's very draining. So define your definition of relationships and do a relationship inventory. They go hand in hand, because the cluster B personality that's in your life right now, more than likely he or she is histrionic, or they have been at some point. So you will be able to see exactly where the real problems are in the relationship with him or her. What are those areas in the relationship that really is reoccurring, whereas it's a problem area? It's almost like a record that skips, okay, in the relationship. It keeps coming up over and over, yet it remains unresolved. So these are the snags in the relationship. What are those points? What are those areas in the relationship that skips like a record, like a broken record? It keeps going back to that same area of the relationship. When those become clear to you, it's because you've done the relationship inventory and you know what your definition of relationships are. And of course, the problem areas will become more clear to you. And 9 times out of 10 chances, that cluster B personality and or the narcissist that's in your life right now, you will see that they're being histrionic. They're causing and instigating shenanigans, drama, chaos, and they seem to be quite pleased with it. And they love to be overly emotional. And then sit back and watch for your reaction. Just think about it. A lot of us have gone through this. First tool: take steps to discontinue to comply with unreasonable demand. Because a lot of the demands of the cluster B personality and narcissists are very unreasonable. And they're set up to be that way. The cluster B personality and the narcissist, deep down inside, they may have some inkling that a lot of these demands that they have are very unreasonable, but you know why they don't care? Because they have a thing called false self-image, that they only care to keep relevant. So they don't care what the demands are and how it takes a toll on you emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. Oh no, at the end of the day, they want that source supply. Okay, so this is why it's very imperative for you not to only do the relationship inventory and to define the definition of relationships, right? Your personal definition, but also to discontinue to comply with the unreasonable demands in the unhealthy relationship. The key word is unhealthy. So it's very volatile, it's very toxic. So why are you complying or agreeing to it? It's impossible, really, to meet up with those unreasonable demands. Who can do that? Right. Maybe a computer, maybe a machine, but you're human. The cluster B personality and the narcissist, they don't take that into consideration. They don't take any of those things that I stated into consideration. They're histrionic. They only want the supply, and he or she will do whatever is necessary to obtain the source supply, even if that means being histrionic and trying to get a rise out of you, trying to get you to be reactionary, which when you think about it, many times when the cluster B personality and the narcissist gets histrionic, don't you get a little emotional yourself? Don't you become reactionary? Absolutely. That's the point. So they can obtain source supply. Because as soon as you're feeling angry, sad, or maybe you're in a state of depression and or anxiety, guess what? Your lower vibrational frequency is on. You're not in a higher vibrational frequency. So the narcissist and the cluster B personality, they can bring you down like a stronghold. They can bring you down to the lower vibrational frequency because you've been reactionary. When we're reactionary, we're in our egos and we are in our emotions. And more than likely, he or she, when they get a rise out of you, you're not going to be feeling too good. And that's exactly what they like. So they can feed like a parasite, feeding off of your energy field. Okay, so try to keep in mind to do the relationship inventory and get a clear definition of what your personal definition is of a relationship. And then you discontinue. Take small steps if you have to discontinue, to comply to the unreasonable demands of the cluster B personality and or the narcissist. What is the purpose of the relationship with the cluster B personality and the narcissist? Once we answer that, yes, it's game over for him or her, and it's game changer for you. 9 times out of 10 chances, you're not going to have to re-experience certain painful experiences because the valuable lesson was learned. It's amazing how a lot of us human beings, we learn some of our most valuable lessons via challenges that are very painful. So, what is the purpose of the relationship with the cluster B personality and or narcissist? Once you answer that question, I can almost guarantee you it will prove to be a game changer. And you will see certain things that you didn't see before, such as, why were you in that relationship with him or her for so long? What is the purpose of the relationship? Let's move on to the references and resources. You can find these in the description box below. And having said all that, thank you for watching. And I'm Luminousz Star. Stay tuned for more videos. Hi, I'm Luminousz Star. I want to thank everyone for joining me today or tonight. And of course, wherever you are right now, I wish you the very best love possible. Everyone who's decided to join the Luminousz Star family, welcome to Luminousz Star. And please don't forget to select the notification bell. That way, all the videos that come out, you'll be the first to know. On that note, just a friendly reminder, every Sunday and every Thursday, there are new videos that are coming out. So I want to thank everyone, my stars especially. Thank you guys and gals so much. And stay tuned for more vlogs and stay tuned for more videos.